Hey everyone, welcome back, and we have beautiful Abigail on my channel today. So good to have you, Abigail.
Thank you so much for having me.
Amazing. So you have a channel called Crypto Ventures on YouTube. Definitely go ahead and check that out. And tell me something, what is it that got you excited about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space?
So I actually first got into it. I was hired as a trade show model for a booth at the North American Bitcoin Conference. And I didn't know anything about Bitcoin, completely clueless, just hearing about it for the first time. And so I was just getting leads for one of the companies I work with called Prescott Regency. And they really liked my personality, so they asked if I could do some interviews. So I was interviewing people like John McAfee, Roger Ver, and so that was like my first introduction into Bitcoin, which I guess that was pretty cool because I mean, they're really prominent people in the industry. I had no idea who they were, but you know, I was interviewing them and I was meeting people, and so from there it's all history, and I just started learning more about it. And at first I just wanted to learn about Bitcoin, and I didn't really care about altcoins, and then I got more into altcoins and I just started researching and getting into trading, and now I'm just so excited and I just want to tell everyone about cryptocurrency. That's
awesome. I think right at the beginning you got to interview some very prominent people in the cryptocurrency space. I mean, these are the people who actually knows everything, and these are the people I think they have been into the space right from beginning. I think Bitcoin came in 2009, and these are some people who got introduced to this in 2011 and 2012. So having spent so much of time into the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, Abigail, where do you think this space is heading?
Yeah, spending a lot of time has been really good going to these conferences because you get to meet so many prominent people. So I recommend, if anyone wants to learn about cryptocurrency, to check out some of these conferences because you can make some really good connections. But where I think the space is heading is I think it's heading for mass adoption, because you see, you know, Wall Street, the news constantly talking about cryptocurrency. Most people that you talk to today know about Bitcoin at least. So I think we're definitely heading towards people using it more. And I think that women are getting involved more. More people are wanting to know how they can move ahead in the space and what they can do for Bitcoin. And a lot of people are really interested in investing. So I'm curious to see what the top 10 cryptos will be in the next year or so, because you know, we have Bitcoin, we have Ethereum, but there's always so much competition. So I'm interested to see like the new ICOs and projects coming out soon.
So tell me something now. This brings me to a very important topic, which I think is so important, and which is women into cryptocurrency and blockchain space, because this is something I've always believed that, you know, this is a transfer of wealth happening right now, okay?
Yeah.
Because the money is flowing from the rich people to the, you know, you have Bitcoin millionaires, billionaires, and so I think it's a beautiful opportunity for women actually.
Yeah.
And I think only few women out there are there, and that is why I get excited when I come across people like you know, who are so excited about the blockchain already. So how do you think that there should be more women who should get involved into this space and they should learn about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and do you think that it's already happening?
I think that definitely women need to get involved. I think that the financial industry in general is kind of dominated by men, and you do have a lot of men involved in the conferences. And so, yeah, when I do go to work at the conferences, I am one of the only women, maybe there's a handful of us. So I would like to see more women get out there and learn about it. All you have to do is go online, you know, Google questions. There's so much information out there, and I think a lot of women are getting more involved. And guys like you who, you know, recommend that women get involved is awesome. And there are a lot of guys that are like, oh, we need more women in cryptocurrency. And I love that, because you guys are, you know, inviting us to be a part of it. Because, you know, it's kind of business, you know, the guys in the suits, and women might be a little bit intimidated by that. But, you know, like we talked about earlier, when women get involved in anything, then it just goes up from there. So all the ladies just need to check it out. And, you know, you can become financially independent. You shouldn't have to rely on anybody, and even just learning about investments in general with crypto I think is a good move, because if you're working a 9-to-5 job and you don't like your job, then you should think, how can I invest, and learn about reading charts, learn about trading and, you know, the market. And I think women can definitely be really empowered with that. They just have to take the initiative.
Definitely, I do think so. Abigail, any ICO, what are your thoughts on ICOs, and any top cryptocurrencies that you would like to name?
Yeah.
Like Bitcoin, Ethereum, what are the other your favorite top cryptocurrencies that you have, and how do you actually look at the ICO phase?
I love that question. So ICOs, I recently actually invested in Money Token. I like that one a lot because the problem I think that we have is when you have Bitcoin, you might not necessarily want to sell it because you want to wait till it goes up to sell it and make some money. So with Money Token, basically you get a loan out on your cryptocurrency, and there's a few different ones you can do, and then you will be able to get your cryptocurrency back the same amount, even if it's doubled, when you pay back your loan. So I think that that's going to be a really good project coming out, because that's the thing. It's just people, they don't want to sell it necessarily, so we need something to bridge that. And then I do think that ICOs can be a little bit risky because we have had a lot of people just kind of stealing money and just, you know, going on vacation, traveling the world with the money that people have been investing. So like we talked about before, you really need to do your research and know about the technology, because if you're educated on the technology, then you can know what's going to happen in the future. Check out their roadmap, their team, see the reviews that people are talking about the cryptocurrencies. And I personally, I really like Tron or TRX because they want to decentralize the internet. So we have problems like Facebook stealing our data, and we don't own all of that. And I think there's something in monetizing our data as well. So making money for sharing information about ourselves. It's kind of what Nucleus Vision is also doing, allowing our data to be shared with retailers. And that's another problem that we're having is people don't want to really shop in stores anymore. They want to just go online. So Nucleus Vision has a ton of really cool use cases. So Encash, Tron, and Money Token, the one that I recently invested in. But there's a bunch of really cool ones, but I really like those three at the moment.
That's wonderful. I think you're right. The data is the biggest currency, and the Facebook is so big because of the data.
Yeah.
You know, the Google is so big because of the data, and the blockchain has given this opportunity that now people can be the owner of their data, and through that they can make money.
Yeah,
know?
and they can empower themselves.
They can empower themselves.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the show, Abigail. Now, if people want to follow you, where can they?
They should go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Crypto Ventures. It's one word. And then I'm also working with IM Marketing and Nucleus Vision at the moment. So check them both out. And thank you so much for interviewing me.
Thank you so much, Abigail.